Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10-10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, D.
Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A first down throw here for Rivers.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 8 yards out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hatch it. Hatch it.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pick me up. Here we go. Mike, 53.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
That's trash.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Watch the ball. Alert 3. Alert 3.
On first and 10 is Connor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's get that ball. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Push him back.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
53, Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. All day, baby, all day.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's caught off the deflection. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The ball carrier.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On second down at 4, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. T.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
You thought you had it, didn't you? You thought you
And
had
he's
it.
in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call it.
It got his man complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson. 75 yards, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's got Jack Doyle, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Indianapolis.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
From the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down, they snap it to Rivers. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right here, guys. Fight.
Rivers again. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Colts.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now it's Hines. He will push his way down to about the 14. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Heavy on the edges. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's go.
Here's Rivers.
Watch the screen.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I got you. I got you. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Now Brissett on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20.
Always a pleasure.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. 3 buzz. Watch 98. Watch 98.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. He'll take a shot. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman. 40 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Steelers 26, Colts 14.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
53, Mike.
They start with a give to Connor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You don't know no better. Peek edge, peek edge, peek edge.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
3rd and 4.
Mike, one day, little cupcake. Jam him, jam him, jam.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th down and less than a yard.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Samuels. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And he's going to get this inside the 30.